afternoon, South Africa, and a very warm welcome to you. My name is Jeannie D, and this is Afternoon Express. Can you believe that September is almost over? I mean, this year has just flown by, and this week has flown by, and it's time for the fashion-fueled Thursday on Afternoon Express. Today, we've got some awesome new natural hair care products to look at, and some incredible hair inspiration from the eccentric Gwennia Valerie. Plus, we sit down with former model turned entrepreneur and fashion editor of True Love and O magazines, Kgomotso Moloantoa. Now, on that note, please make sure that you go and answer our Twitter poll. Today, we're asking, how do you prefer to receive your fashion and beauty news? Head over to Afternoon Chat and use that official hashtag Afternoon Express. Now, aside from fashion, today is also a very, very important awareness day as we witness World Alzheimer's Day. Now, it's a degenerative brain disease that affects millions around the world and is still very misunderstood in South Africa. We're going to be learning a little bit more about the warning signs and how it works with a specialist psychiatrist.
Good afternoon, South Africa. I'm Bonnie Booley, and an afternoon spent in our loft would not be complete without something magical happening in the kitchen. And now, Clem, I see you've got some beautiful meringues over there and some dips.
Yeah, we're going to kind of play around with something sweet and look very creative.
Okay.
And then something savory, something we kind of used to, we put a bit of a twist on. So I'm showing you some variety, like some smoky dips, some spicy dips, and something a bit exotic. And like you said, beautiful marbled meringues.
Wow, those do look marbled. I love that. I love that look of them. In case you haven't heard, our very own Danilo Acquisto is up for a nomination at the 2017 New Spectacular Awards for Favorite Presenter. So make sure you go and vote for him because we all know what a great presenter he is. Now, tomorrow is the next installment of Winner Home on Afternoon Express. And as our design duos eagerly await the briefing of their next room challenge, they took a moment to send us a message.
Danilo! Oh, you are definitely our favorite presenter.
Definitely.
I mean, you put the D in delivery, so your delivery is award-winning.
We're going to sprinkle some of our razzle-dazzle on you.
Yes! And you better get that crown, and then let us have a crown.
Danilo, we're very excited for you. We know you're going to take the crown because you deserve it. I love your energy and your confidence in camera. And also, at 26 years old, you're doing so much, and really proud of you.
Yay! Congratulations to Danilo. Best presenter ever.
And we're really proud of how hardworking you are. It has really been a pleasure working with you. We really hope you bring home the prize. All the best.
I've learned a lot from Danilo via personal conversations, behind the scene type of a thing. And we would like to say congratulations and thank you and keep it up.
More awards to come.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Danilo. We love your hair and we hope you win. Now, moving on. Starting her career as a model, Kgomotso Moloantoa was chosen as the first African face of L'Oreal. After a successful modeling contract, she moved on to become a fashion editor at True Love and O magazines.
Now she's spreading her entrepreneurial wings as the marketing director of the Fashion Academy Network, which is a prestigious fashion college in Johannesburg. Hello,
welcome
darling.
To Afternoon Express.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thank you for
now,
this
anybody who doesn't remember you as the model who was killing it for years
you were royalty.
In the industry.
Still are.
And then your crowning moment was obviously becoming the first African ambassador for L'Oreal. What do you remember most about your modeling days?
Oh my gosh, it was a roller coaster. It was very emotional. It was the best years of my life. I didn't go in there looking to become a successful model even. I went in there being curious about the industry and just loving doing what I was doing. And I just got very good at it. I was on time all the time and I showed up and I helped. And that made me, I was very professional and that propelled me. There were many more girls that were much better looking than I was, I'm pretty sure. But it was the professionalism that got me somewhere. So I loved every moment of those years.
And it really did get you somewhere. I think if you have to look at top models across the world, there's a handful of them that have taken what they've learned in modeling and then become something else from it. And I mean, from you being such a successful model and then go to edit True Love and then O magazine. I mean, what a huge honor. What was that catalyst to get you in order to do that?
You know, I sometimes give talks to young women and I always tell them that I've never been for a job interview. And every job that I got or every opportunity I got, it was purely from my attitude.
Wow.
The positive attitude, being helpful, being there on time, being professional.
Yeah.
That's what got me
But
there.
did you know what you were doing when you first became a magazine editor? I mean, I couldn't think of anything more difficult.
Well, I did study fashion. I did.
Right.
I actually did study fashion.
Did you study while you were modeling?
I studied it when I was 18, 19, but I left when I was 19 years old. So I never finished my fashion diploma at the first time around. And because the fashion industry wasn't what it is today. So when I was much younger, I was a bit impatient, and you know, I asked the teachers what would be my highest. If I can't become the top designer, if I had to then go and work, what would I earn? So, and that's what informed me to say, look, you know, the fashion is what you want to do, but there are other ways of getting around to where you want to be.
Wow.
Many years later, literally 35 of age, I decided I now wanted to be in the fashion. I wanted to make the clothes. I wanted to learn the art of couture. And I went back to school to finish what I started when I was 18 years old. And also because I learned, I got very far in obviously the modeling world. I got to be fashion editor, but there was a ceiling to what I was doing. You know, I didn't get my qualification. And that's why today we are thinking of opening a college that will help young girls who have the similar dreams as I did know that education is your first base. You don't want to go back when you're 35 with 18-year-olds and want to now start.
But you know what? I tend to disagree.
That.
I think that sometimes when you went back the second time at 35, you saw more value in what you were learning than you did the first time. Because sometimes we study because we can make the most money at that career, and then later you realize I want to study this because I really love it and I can discover a new purpose in it that say maybe somebody else hasn't.
Yeah, that's correct. But what tends to happen is that with education or with anything that if you're starting as a young person, people tend to take you in. And then if you get taken in by the right people, the right network, then you make a success of it. But otherwise, if you go and you get the wrong advice or the wrong people on your side, then you take the wrong decisions and not everybody comes back many years later to do the right thing.
You are such an amazing role model, and we are so happy to have you here today. But we're going to be finding out a lot more about what you're doing a little bit later on the show. We'll be back more from Kgomotso later on in the show. But after the break, we turn our attention to a very important and very serious topic.
Today is World Alzheimer's Day, and we'll be learning more about the disease that affects millions worldwide.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, 21st of September marks World Alzheimer's Day, and it's a very serious form of dementia that affects the brain, causing memory loss, impaired judgment, and difficulty communicating, amongst others. In South Africa alone, there are 2 million people who suffer from some form of dementia. And this afternoon, we're joined by specialist psychiatrist, Dr. Karen Armstrong. Welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thanks, Jeannie.
What is Alzheimer's?
So, as you mentioned earlier, Alzheimer's is a progressive neurodegenerative disorder, which basically just means a disorder in which the cells in the brain steadily degenerate and die, which leads to progressive decline in mental function.
Do we know what causes it?
Well, we know that it results from a buildup of a certain type of protein in the brain because of a process of abnormal processing of this particular protein. It's called amyloid precursor protein.
Okay.
And to put it simply, these abnormal proteins kind of clump together and cause a disruption of brain cell signaling and disruption of the neurons, causing brain cells to die. What gives you that
protein?
So basically, the body is not processing that protein properly, and there are various things that contribute to that. There are genetic links. So in early onset Alzheimer's, in people less than 65 years, there are rare causes of this form of the disorder that are completely genetically inherited. Basically, it's what we call a dominance inheritance pattern. Yeah. So in those cases, it's a 50-50 chance that the offspring of those parents will also develop Alzheimer's. Wow. But in most cases of people who develop the disorder later on in life, so after 65 years, they're genes that are considered vulnerability genes. So that's also related to, we call it apolipoE4 protein, which basically leads to abnormal processes in the brain that lead to the accumulation of this protein. But that, in the older onset forms, it's not a simple inheritance pattern, and it's also mixed with environmental factors that can contribute.
So I heard that Alzheimer's was also linked to diet. So would then diet be able to affect the people who've got hereditary Alzheimer's?
Well, there have been a lot of studies that have looked at preventing Alzheimer's and dietary things related. Yeah. And unfortunately, there's no hard evidence as of yet. You know, people have looked at different vitamins, omega-3 fatty acids, different types of diets. There's a whole variety of things that have been studied, but nothing conclusive that if you eat this or if you take this vitamin or these omegas, you can prevent developing Alzheimer's. Yeah. So what we've looked at now is, you know, obviously healthy diet is the way to go, low salts, low processed sugar, so preventing high blood pressure and diabetes, which have been linked to Alzheimer's. Okay. And then exercise, healthy lifestyle, exercising both your body and your mind, trying to keep your mind as active as possible. You know, so when you're getting older, still doing crosswords, listening to music, that kind of thing, reading, keeping stimulated as much as possible. Wow. All of those things have been seen to be protective to a certain extent.
Thank you so much for chatting to us. It's such a, I mean, we could speak for hours.
Yeah, it's a very broad subject for such a short time.
Yeah, well, thank you very much.
Super.
Over to you, Bonnie.
Thank you so much.
Now, if you're like me and you're a seasoned naturalista, or you are transitioning and just starting out on your natural hair journey, the right approach will have you embracing your natural waves, curls, or coils in no time. In the loft, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia, we have world-renowned certified trichologist Crystal Styles, Assistant Marketing Director of Aunt Jackie's, to share all of her do's and don'ts for women embarking on their natural hair journey. Welcome to the loft, Crystal. It's lovely to have you with us.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, it's great to have you here. Now, you were here for the Clicks Curls event.
Yes, I was.
Absolutely.
Awesome event.
It was so amazing. So you're here to answer some of our questions, and the viewers have sent us some of their questions. There really is no magical way to transition your hair. It takes patience, time, love and care to find the products that work for you. But the results are well worth it. So we asked some of our viewers what their natural hair questions are, and Crystal is on hand to provide some expert advice. Our very first question is from Kulu Pearl Bertha, who's asking, my hair has a lot of dandruff that seems not to go away, and it also falls out a lot. Is there something that I can use to make my hair grow faster? How can I keep my hair healthy?
Great question, Bonnie. Actually, we're going to use our model here. Now, we're not saying she has dandruff or that her hair is falling out, but type 4 hair generally is drier hair. The scalp is generally drier. So you want to look for products that, like flaxseed products. Jackie's Curls and Coils at Clicks sells a product that has flaxseed in it. Well, flaxseed is an omega-3, it has omega-3 fatty acids. It's good for hair elasticity, stretchability, and it's awesome for dandruff, eczema, dry scalp. So you want to look for products that have ingredients that are good for dry scalp. You also want to drink more water. As a trichologist, I have to tell people that you want to make sure that your diet has plenty of water, because water is hydrating for your hair.
Water does wonders for my hair.
Absolutely, and people have no idea how important that really is. Absolutely.
Right. And our next question is from Numfundo Zim Singwa, and she says, my hair's so hard to manage. If I don't wash and plait my hair at night, I couldn't just comb it in the morning. How can I keep my hair soft and easy to manage?
Yeah, well, first, I want her to make sure that she's embracing her hair texture. So here we have, with our beautiful model here, she's type 3 hair. Her hair is typically going to be softer, right? And it's not going to be as dry, and she can put her hair up in like a little scrunchie or something, shake it out in the morning. But type 4 needs actual preparation at night. So it sounds like the viewer has type 4 hair. So
type 4 hair is like mine. It's
absolutely
hardcore work. A lot of work goes into it.
So let's embrace our texture.
Yes.
Make sure that we're doing great styling in the evening, whether it's twists with a nice curl pudding or a gel. Make sure you're using a nice satin scarf on the hair, because that helps with moisture retention, so it's not as dry in the morning. And if you don't want to bind the hair with satin scarves, you can use satin pillowcases to keep moisture retention in natural hair, because type 4s are going to absorb more moisture than any other texture.
Right. So you can use a slip, a pillow cover, a satin
absolutely.
one.
Satins and silk covers are very good.
Because sometimes this can be a passion killer.
Yes, of course. So you want to put this on really, really late at night. Really late at night.
Exactly. Our next question is from Busisiwe Giane. She says, how do I keep my hairline from thinning? I think every woman in South Africa wants an answer to that question.
Yes, my travels in South Africa, just people watching, and I've noticed thin edges on many women, and that comes from tight braiding or tight weaving, and so you can cause traction alopecia to happen. So we want to make sure that we catch that in time. And you can also use great essential oils and carrier oils like coconut, avocado, mango. Look for these types of ingredients in your products that you purchase, and do some scalp massages, because the hair follicles need good blood flow in order to grow good, strong, healthy hair.
Absolutely. And now, what curl type is that?
She's type 3 as well. So these two ladies are curl type 3s. She's more on, well, each number has a letter. So she's on the top end, AB is that? And this young lady here is more 3C, I would say. 3C, 4A. So how can you tell the difference? Her curl type is a little bolder, right? Her curl pattern is a little bigger, and hers is a little tighter. So as you go down the chart, the hair
gets tighter and tighter.
It gets tighter and drier.
Tighter and drier. Wow, there is such a wealth of information out there. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. All it is about is just loving your hair and embracing it. I love my 4C hair. Now we're giving 3 lucky viewers the chance to each win a Clicks Natural hair hamper to the value of R1,000 to help you unleash the beauty of your natural tresses. All you have to do is SMS the keyword Clicks to 33650. VAS rates apply, T's and C's apply. Visit afternoonexpress.co.za to find them.
Clicks. Feel good, pay less.
Thank you so much, Bonnie. And again, love your hair. Hope you win. Now, named after the most famous and highest mountain in the Alps, Mont Blanc captures the essence of Europe's sweeping, romantic, snow-covered peaks. With a pale grey background and a flurry of dark grey veins, today Clem has prepared a dish inspired by this beautiful stone capturing the essence of the Alps. I actually skied Mont Blanc in March this year.
So I should have had like a little genie doll going down the beautiful meringues.
Yeah.
We should have. You should have told me before the time.
Yeah, I'll find you one.
But don't you think they actually do look like the Alps though?
They really do.
Which actually I got serious inspiration from this beautiful stone because you can actually see the beautiful vein running through the stone.
Oh my goodness, I've only just made that link now.
There you go. So you see it in the stone and we've copied that exact pattern as well as we can into our beautiful meringues today.
That is so, but now what made those veins?
The veins in our meringues?
Yeah.
We're going to get there.
Okay.
Let's just start with the meringues first of all. So in here I've got some eggs that are kind of whipped to a soft peak state. We're going to go for a little longer.
Now there's a lot of pressure for you here because my nana literally makes the best meringues in the world. Like I'm incapable of having another meringue unless she's made it.
Okay, let's see.
So the pressure is on for you. And of course, if you want to make epic Mont Blanc meringues as well, all you need to do is SMS the keyword EAT to 33650. Oh, meringues and tea.
Done. Happiness.
Exactly what I want right about now.
Okay, cool. So let's fast forward a bit. So you add your sugar, you add your icing sugar, and then you add some rose water and vanilla. Rose water is amazing in meringues. You end up with a beautiful meringue mixture like this. And that purple you asked about comes from purple food coloring. Now, normally, if you're working on normal kitchen stonetops, you would not do this directly on your, like, right close to your stone.
Yeah, aren't you going to stain it?
Because once it's stained, it's there for life. However, Caesar stone tops are stain-proof and heat resistant as well, which makes me feel very confident that nothing's going to go wrong.
That's beautiful.
What you're going to do now is to swirl it through.
I needed these this weekend when all of my friends thought that my tops needed some red wine.
There we go. I'll give my friends that Caesar stone a call and then sort you out.
Okay, cool. That looks amazing.
So what you're going to do is you're going to take it like that. I've got a little beaker on the side. Can you pass it to me real quick? There we go. You're going to just pop a little bit in there just so I can show you how to do this.
I love a piping bag. Please let me do it.
Okay, go for it. There we go.
Okay.
Take it out of the mug.
How do I get it all the way to the bottom?
I'll do it for you real quick.
Okay, yeah.
So I've got some, while I let you play around with the meringue, I've got some that I've done already. And I've literally just kind of piped them to represent those Alps. You see how well you do that?
Put this in your pipe and smoke it.
There we go. So, perfect. While you do that, here are my beautiful meringues and our Mont Blanc stone. And I've used another, we actually have it on the wall right next to us as well. So I've seen this every day. You know what, Jeannie? I'm going to say that's the Alps. Well done. So what you're going to do now is you're going to fill it up with a little bit of this lemon mascarpone cream.
Oh, yeah, I've got a good one.
Well done.
Doesn't look like.
And we're going to serve it.
Nip.
There you go. We're going to serve it as little sandwiches. And because it's food safe, we're actually going to serve it right on our Caesar stone. I love your Alps.
That is sensational. Okay, I'm obsessed. And if you want to make these delicious meringues to go with your tea this afternoon, here's a quick recap.
Definitely more delicious cooking to come on Afternoon Express after the break as Clem takes one of my all-time favorite ingredients, mayonnaise, and gives us 3 unique ways to take it to the next level. We'll be right back.
Creamonaise, creamy till the last drop, made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, we all love the tangy flavour of mayonnaise. I really, really do. But if you need more mayo inspiration, look no further than Clover Creamonaise, the only mayonnaise with dairy cream added, making it extra creamy and smooth with every spoonful. And not only is it great tasting, but it's so nutritional with vitamin E and no added MSG for the whole family. Now, Clem is in the kitchen with me, obviously, we like this, and he's ready to test out Creamonaise mayonnaise that'll add some smoothness to your life. Now, the Clover way with his trio of flavors. Clem, that right there is like literally if I was on death row and they said, what is your last meal?
What you gonna say?
Fries over guys. That's what I would say.
Exactly.
Fries over guys.
Which is exactly why I moved it, because it was over here, and then I moved it to the side because like they were hands. Just okay, go. Let's talk about this. So I've recently developed an allergic reaction to MSG.
No
Weird.
ways. Well, obviously, because MSG is not good for you.
Yeah, I turned 30 and now I can't have anything with MSG in it anymore.
You're not yet 30.
I know, eh? Oh, okay, let's talk about it. So, I am really excited because, like I said, no MSG and it's made with real dairy cream.
Fabulous.
So, trust me, take a mayonnaise and I'm going to pump it 3 ways, okay?
Yes.
Cool? So, let's go. So, into a bowl, I'm going to make
my mayo.
Coming soon. SABC 3. Stage is yours, yeah. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a beefy mayonnaise. It's never been done before, right? Okay, but I promise you it's going to taste delicious. So, I've got some Creamonaise in here. I've got some caramelized onions going in. So, it's going to be very savory. I want to counteract the flavor of the bovril we're going to use with a little bit of something sweet.
Bovril and caramelized onions. You just said my favorite things in
I know.
one sentence.
Why has no one thought about this?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Some
Okay,
honey.
wait, what was that again?
Honey. The honey gone in.
Caramelized honey.
Some Dijon mustard.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the good stuff. Okay. Going in there. This is what's going to take it to the next level.
This is going to be so good.
And you're going to think, oh my god, really? Does it work? I promise you it does.
No, come mix. I want to taste.
Mix, mix, mix. You get all those flavors combined. This is a great one because it actually keeps in the fridge for quite a long time, which is really good. So you're going to have it on hand whenever you need it. So you're going to give it a good mix. And now you're okay, I've got one that's done for you. Let's talk about the other 2 that I've made. So I've made, here we go, the spicy chipotle one. We went very fancy with the Café de Paris mayonnaise and then that beefy guy. So I want you to try them and you can tell me which is your favorite.
With pleasure. This is why I come to work, everybody. This is why I come to work. Okay, this one is the...
That's the chipotle mayonnaise.
What did you put in here?
Some chipotle peppers, of course, a little bit of lemon zest in there, and lemon juice. Cool.
Oh, that is amazing.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to double dip. See manners. I'm going to... Okay, which was this one?
Café de Paris.
Oh, love Café de Paris. Sensational. Nice little bite there. And da-dun-dun-dun. We know this is going to be my fave, hey?
I'm done. I'm done for the week. I'm out.
Officially my new favorite meal. That is amazing. Now, did you know that you can also reuse your empty Clover Creamonaise tub? Once you've scooped all the creamiest last drops, simply remove the wrapper. And then let us know on our Facebook page what reusable tub you would like to unwrap after your last scoop. A tub for your keys, buttons, cookies, crayons, we want to know. And if you missed anything, here's a quick recap.
Kgomotso, creamy till the last drop, made with love by Clover.
Those mayos really look delicious, but that keyword again is Clover. SMS that keyword to 33650 for the info on where you can get that delicious mayo. Step inside the world of Winner Home on Afternoon Express this weekend at the Eye of Africa Golf and Residential Estate Heritage Day Festival. This Sunday from 10 a.m., this prestigious estate in the south of Joburg will be hosting a festival of food, crafts and fun, and it's your chance to meet our incredible design duos. Our 3 Winner Home units will be open to view, so you can experience the largest prize on South African television and get a taste of an amazing estate lifestyle. Visit eyeofafrica.co.za for ticket information and come enjoy fine design and a fine day out.
This is your chance to win the home you've always dreamed of. SA's favorite interior design reality competition, Winner Home, sees 3 design duos transform empty spaces into lavish homes, and one of them could be yours. To enter, visit privateproperty.co.za and vote for your favorite design duo. Put yourself in line to win amazing prizes in the bi-weekly draw and automatically be entered for a chance to win the grand prize, your choice of one of 3 fully designed homes in the Eye of Africa Golf and Residential Estate in the south of Joburg. The finished property will include luxurious finishes by Plascon and Caesarstone, as well as premier home appliances by Grundig, with a total prize value of more than 3 million rand. Competition details plus T's and C's can be found on the private property website. Watch the breathtaking properties come to life as the design drama unfolds and stand a chance to win the biggest prize on South African television, your very own dream home.
Now this is what you call spoiled for choice. After the break, it's time for the next installment of our capsule wardrobe series. And today we look at tailored slacks. Plus we've got some more hair inspiration with the eccentric Gwennia Valerie as we follow her through the process of changing hairstyles. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, when it comes to fashion, one of the best and worst things is that it's constantly changing and evolving. Each season brings with it a raft of new trends to add to our wardrobe, and old favorites, which are often considered timeless, are slightly updated. Back with a hottest style guide, we have fashion expert Eloise Brink in studio with us as we discuss the tailored slacks and how they've been reinvented. Welcome to Afternoon Express.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, don't you think Diane Keating is one of the greatest actresses of all time? And I think what makes her stand out is that she's always dressed in that kind of androgynous look, like the tailored suit look. And that reminded me of these pants, because you've never really seen them in fashion before for women. And now all of a sudden they're everywhere. Where did this trend come from?
Well, it basically happened, I think, about 2 years ago. So autumn-winter 2016, you saw at Bottega Veneta's fashion runway that they actually featured women's models with suits on, male suits on, and that was sort of the start of it. And then I think if you think back a little further, that androgynous style has really been with us for a while. Boyfriend jeans, I'm sure you also love boyfriend.
I can't pull off boyfriend jeans, but the tailored pants I can.
You can, yeah. So but the boyfriend jean is also one way of where there's a bit of a blurring happening between men and female fashion. And I think another example is also with Stan Smiths. You'll see a lot of the tailored pants where women are wearing it with Stan Smith. Even Victoria Beckham, who you'd probably know as amazing style icon, she made this kind of tailored look with the sneakers very popular, and she's now also given up her own skinnies for a more tailored pant with sneakers sometimes, and sometimes with high heels, as we can see over there.
And one thing I never thought I'd see is Victoria Beckham has said that she's going to try and not wear as many stilettos, so she's always in flats. So then let's discuss the tailored pants and how you can dress it up and down. Like, how versatile are they?
They are actually incredibly versatile, Jeannie, because they are, here we've actually got us one of our Country Road brands. As you can see there, she either wears it with a white shirt, which is also one of your key capsule items, or you can wear it with a shirt. I personally love to wear it with a t-shirt like I've got on today, or just throw over a trench or a blazer. So all of the items that you actually find in your capsule wardrobe, you'll see come through and you can wear up or down. I personally like in an evening to throw over cami and do some nice heels with it. There you can see our witchery suit also coming through. That's a bit more of a feminine touch on the tailored look. So it's actually very versatile, and there's a broad range of tailored pants out there.
I find it so elegant and so sexy. Like, it's definitely going to be part of my capsule wardrobe. But why should we include it in the capsule wardrobe? Like, why should we have a good pair of tailored pants in your cupboard?
Well, I think that because it's so versatile, number one, and number two, it's really super comfortable. So, you know, you get tailored pants that are slightly tighter, and then you get the ones that's a bit more loose, and it's really up to what you want to wear. But because it's so comfortable, I'm all for this whole male-female blurring of lines, because it's just made everything in our wardrobe a lot more comfortable. There we can see the tailored pants with some high heels. So I think it's a key item because it's timeless and it's comfortable, and it goes with so many items in a capsule wardrobe. So it really has that versatility.
And the one thing for me that really stands out, and this is really the one deciding factor on anything that I buy, is how it fits. Like, is it flattering and slimming? And I find that they really are. But then cut and a length has to be really important, because I'm quite short. I'd need to wear them. So when do we look at length for your tailored pants?
There's no actual rule, because it all depends on your size and how tall you are. But I personally like, if you look at the witchery pants here, they've got the front cut that's slightly higher to the back cut. So I love that, because the general rule is show a bit of ankle. The ankle, showing your ankles very, as you do, very flattering. So that's the general rule. It's just show a bit of ankle, and then really wear it as you see fit and as you feel comfortable. But why it is so flattering is because it's got a slightly higher waist, and it looks very finished, which is, you know, the reason I think a lot of women is actually adopting to the style so much.
Oh, I wish I could just roll you up and put you in my handbag every time I go shopping. Now that we have the looks in the bag, let's see how Skip and Siemens are designed to take care of our tailored slacks. Nicole, why was it important to Siemens to add the iSensoric washing machine to their avant-garde collection?
Siemens is a true leader in technology when it comes to washing. And by adding our iSensoric machines, we're able to offer our customers even more when looking after their clothing, as well as looking after the environment for future generations.
What's the most common program to keep in mind for Laundry Day?
On Laundry Day, you'll normally be washing a mixture of textiles. Most textiles can be washed at 40 degrees. This will ensure that the colors stay bright, as well as the structure of your clothing remains.
Now, what program would you recommend if I had to wash, say, tailored slacks?
When washing tailored slacks, it's vitally important to ensure that the zip is up and the button is closed. We recommend using our cotton cycle and adjusting the temperature to 40 degrees. This will ensure that the tailored slacks are kept in a premium condition.
How important is it to use a really good detergent, and which one would you recommend?
This is the new Skip Auto Liquid. Siemens highly recommends Skip because this will give you the best washing results, as well as keeping your clothes looking beautiful.
Skip Auto is specially designed not only to thoroughly clean garments, but to take care of the fibers and fabrics, leaving garments looking like new for longer. Now, we all take great care in picking out the latest trends that resonate with our own personal style. So really, it's a no-brainer. If you are purchasing beautiful garments, it makes sense to take care of them. Skip and Siemens are designed to take care of the things that we love the most. Skip loves your clothes as much as you do.
When it comes to eccentric hairstyles in South Africa, one woman stands out from the rest, besides me, of course. Gwennia Valerie is a fashion stylist and trendsetter who has built a name for herself with her amazingly creative African-inspired hairstyles. Sought-after local fashion stylist Gwennia Valerie not only expresses her creativity through extraordinary outfits, she's also renowned for her ever-changing hairstyles, which are meticulously created and documented online.
My hairstyles, they're stories to me. So every 2 weeks, there's a story, and that story is around how I feel. For example, the hair that I had before this one, it looked like a chair. Because I'm a queen, I had to sit on my throne and then get all these people to just know that I have a throne and I'm claiming it. You know, they say that you have to teach people how to treat you. So for me, I'm like, I'm the queen of my castle and I reign and I rule. What do you rule? I rule my life. I'm gonna decree it, I'm gonna claim it. I'm not gonna wait for someone to tell me I'm great. It's that thing of learning how to be confident on your own.
Gwennia collaborates with her trusted hairstylist, Princess, on the sculptural looks, which are achieved thanks to moisturizing and protective treatments to keep Gwennia's hair healthy.
I depend on my hairstylist because I'm not really good with hair. I always ask my friends that are good in that. They always tell me, moisturize your hair. Your hair must never be dry. Make sure you oil it. And Princess, I mean, she's so good. Yes, what else? What else do you tell me to do to my hair?
We normally treat our hair, and most of the time we make sure that we moisturize it. And most we must make sure that we've got aftercares, heat protecting serum, your hair food, your oils.
I mean, the hair must eat, guys. Same as your skin. If you don't put lotion on your skin, it's just gonna look bad, and the queen cannot look bad. And then the heat, the hairdryer heat, Princess?
The hairdryer, make sure that the heat is not on high.
Always
Most of
on
the
low.
time on a low.
Always on low, far from the hair.
Yes.
And not
it mustn't be cold though, but warm.
You have to be loyal to your hairdresser because they know best. They touch your hair, they know the texture. She whispers to my hair, guys, and I love her. Oh my God.
Yeah, now I've trained her well, so now she knows.
By consciously choosing hairstyles that are a stylish celebration of her African heritage, Gwennia hopes to inspire other women to feel confident and proud of their natural beauty.
The inspiration behind this specific hairstyle was, it's more of just being proud of our blackness, our heritage, our culture. It's so much, and stories keep going, keep adding, and I'm still gonna add more story. I do my hair every 2 weeks, so after 2 weeks I'm gonna add another story. So every hairstyle is a story of protecting our stories, it's a story of protecting our heritage, our culture, and just showing it off. I mean, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous.
I'm so excited, guys. You don't understand. Woo! Princess, you are mine.
Gwenna's Instagram photo series of her various hairstyles is called African Crowns and aims to encourage women to feel free to be themselves.
Social media platform just helped me to push more of me to the other ladies that thought this is not enough. Because I feel like we are enough as Black young women. It's just that we don't get that affirmation. So social media helped me to actually help them see that it's actually enough. It's everything, and you as well, you can do it. Every chance I get, I push more of me spreading or preaching this religion of just being you and doing your Blackness, however way, and you don't have to be judged for it, and it's enough. Trust me, whatever you do, your way, your weaves, your wigs, your pearls, your wool, your beads, your shells, it's enough. And I'm glad that I have that platform to actually put my pictures there, put me there and say, hi guys, here it is, and it's enough. Response from all my hairstyles has been enormous. It's been amazing. Like sometimes I even forget, because for me this is a lifestyle. For me this is not a trend. So sometimes I even forget that I have this big thing on my head and I'm walking and everyone's looking at me. They're like, wow, wow, you're a queen. I even get little girls saying, you are a queen. I'm like, yes, I'm a queen, and they don't even know me, but they can see I've got a crown and it looks like a crown. So that for me just pushes the passion of doing this even more. I've been inspiring a lot of ladies. Some they've been going to Princess and say, Gwenna can do this, but I want you to take a little bit of Gwenna and mix it with me. Tone it down a little bit because I can't be like her, but I love what she does and I would like a little bit of her. It gives them life as much as it's giving me, and that is the purpose, and I'm happy because what I wanted to achieve is actually happening. Something that I want to say to everyone that's doing their hair, all hair are crowns, and do what makes you happy. Trust me, you live longer. Do what makes you happy, because it's the joy that comes from within that we see on you on the outside. So if you're not happy, you're doing it because of the other people, it's a problem. So what I want to say is rock your crown. It can be anything. Rock it and be happy with it. If you're not happy, change it. There's so many options. Change it, but the most important thing, be happy with what you choose.
Hope you enjoyed that. After the break, we're back with more from former model turned entrepreneur Kgomotso Moloantoa. Stay right where you are.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. And of course, we are back with our fantastic guest, Kgomotso. So you were busy telling us and inspiring us about getting young people to study fashion and find their dreams. And so now you've been selected as the marketing manager for the Fashion
Academy Network. Well, actually, it's 3 of us. So there's Dr. Bram Kruger, who's the only person who has a doctorate in textiles and fashion in South Africa, in Africa actually, so the most educated man in fashion. Myself and Julian. Julian is a couturer. He showed in New York Fashion Week all those many years ago, well, not that many years ago, but all those years ago. And he now has a great interior deco company and his own branded furniture. Now him, myself, and Bram Kruger have started the college together. So we're 3 directors, and we own Fashion Academy Network together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So the whole thing with it is that, for example, Dr. Bram Kruger has 30 years teaching experience, and he has seen firsthand how, you know, people tend to prescribe education and say, you know, you're an African, here is a book. This is what you learn, sew like this is how you draw, and you're going to become the greatest fashion designer. Yeah. It doesn't work like that. Myself and Julian, for example, having studied fashion and having been taught actually by Dr. Bram Kruger, we've seen firsthand how fashion education is so important that you get the correct in time like that. Our education is written, our syllabus is written this past 2 years, 2016, 2017.
Yeah, so it's relevant.
It's relevant, it's for now, but also for the African continent, for the African child to be able to sell herself or himself globally.
Wow.
So, yeah,
that's so exciting.
That's incredible. I mean, it sounds like your approach is also that, you know, education is supposed to teach you how to think, not so that you can regurgitate everything that somebody has handed on to you.
It mustn't be prescribed. You must be able to take it and think outside the box and create something new. You know, intellectual property is what's going to take African fashion
to the next
global.
level.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming and chatting to us about it, and congratulations. It sounds like it's going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Now, tomorrow is another installment of Winner Home on Afternoon Express. Take a look.
Watch Winner Home on Afternoon Express and follow 3 talented design duos as they transform 3 empty houses into fully decorated luxury homes, one of which you could win.
We don't really think this challenge is going to be easy.
We're hoping we can continue with the momentum into the next challenge.
Maybe some chandeliers. No chandeliers.
Sabotage.
Don't miss Winner Home Fridays at 4 p.m. on Afternoon Express. The stage is yours. Make sure you catch Winner Home on Afternoon Express tomorrow as our design duos get tasked with their next room challenge. It's said to be the most expensive room in the home, and with limited budget left, will our design duos be up to the task? Tune in at 4 p.m. on SABC3 to find out.
Search for a home on any device, anytime, anywhere. Private property, a home for everyone.
Afternoon Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.